Hello everyone, my name is Sade Boone and today I'm here to talk to you about applied technology in graphic design and web development. In the world today, technology has become a big part of people's lives. Everywhere people look, there is some type of new technology. According to Remy, technology has advanced with years and has changed the way we purchase products, the way we live, the way we communicate, the way we travel, the way we learn, and so many changes have been brought about these continuous technology advancements. With technology advancing, graphic design and web development has played a big role in technology all over the world. The purpose of this video is to explore the technical field of graphic design and web development and how it applies to applied technology. This video will allow us to discuss the different components of applied technology and how it applies to graphic design and web development. It will allow people to learn the different components such as applied technology leadership, marketing, management, web-based tools, computer application, and business technology and computing in society. So first, let's talk about what is graphic design. Graphic design is a field that communicates a message through an image. It is a graphic designer job to create, produce, generate graphics and design to meet the specific commercial and promotional needs of their employees and clients, according to the book Graphic Design Business. This will allow the designers to create a message for their employers to send out into the world. According to the book Becoming a Graphic Designer, graphic design is not simply just an exclusive practice of editorial, books, advertisement, or poster design. All of these forms can be practiced by individuals depending on their relative skills, expertise. Most important with recent development of the desktop publishing as well as computer-driven multimedia, the field has expanded to such an extent that entirely new divisions of labor and specialties have emerged. So when signing up to be a graphic designer, it is very important for graphic designers to be creative, motivated, and dedicated to their work. They can find jobs in various places like multimedia, advertising, print, and many other things. Graphic designers have long found work in a variety of areas, such as communication, media, and branding. They act as sharpers of message and images. The goal of a graphic designer is to create, design, and work that is pleasing to the eye, which the finished piece should get the attention of each viewer, according to the entrepreneur group. Now, since graphic design has been evolving over the years, there has been so many changes and advances when it comes to graphic design. Years ago, back in 1922, a man named William Dwagler created the word graphic design, describing art of designing with graphic. So, according to Lou, before graphic designers started using technology to design, they first started drawing with pencil and paper. Then later on, with years to pass, they started using computers and tablets to create their designs. With this technology rapidly advancing, who knows what will be next for graphic design? According to Lou, designs will become more personal and more interactive over time. And regardless of where design goes next, expect to see increasingly more personalized designs that enhance your experience and your daily lives. So now let's talk about several components of applied technology in the graphic design career. As a graphic design, leadership can be a big role in their career. With applied technology leadership, it will prepare designers to become great leaders for their team and their company by making their company go from good to great. To be a good leader, a graphic designer needs to be a level 5 leader. someone who can take their companies to the top and achieve goals. They need to be able to channel their egos away from themselves and into a larger goal of building a great company, according to Collins. This will allow them to lead their team and their company to a successful business in the future. Now, when it comes to marketing, there is always a need for graphic designer. In marketing, a graphic designer can be very important to the company's strategy. It can help develop a visual for marketers to help sell their vision by creating brands, websites, blogging, and social media. So when it comes to companies and marketing, it is a need for effective graphic designers to propose their marketing and communication efforts, and that consistent and strategy graphics can support their message and make their company more memorable according to the website Brafton. By making it more memorable, it allows the company target audience to be more attractive to the company. Now, when it comes to management, it can help graphic design become good leaders and manage their business. It is a great way to help guide graphic designers in a way to help better their companies. It will allow graphic designers to figure out what works and what do not work best for their designs and for their companies and their clients. By having management as a graphic designer, it will allow them to control what's in the best interest for their company. Then as a graphic design, they also use web-based tools as a component of applied technology in their career field. Web-based tools can be used to help design creative visual presentation for their clients. They can use web-based tools to sell pictures and demonstrate their design. They can use web-based tools such as Canvas, PicMonkey, Pixel, just to name a few, to help them create and edit graphics, create information graphics, and to create information graphics to catch the attention of their audience. With working with these tools, it will help the visual aspect of their marketing to transform from postmodern things to simple yet refined, professional-looking graphics to support their brand. As a web-based tool has allowed graphic designers the opportunity to use tools to create visuals, this tool has helped make presentations go from being boring to looking something interesting to see and entertain their audience. To be a graphic designer, you must also know computer applications. Graphic designers have to first learn the different computer applications and learn how they work. They have to work with computer applications in their career such as Word, Excel, Adobe software, and many other graphic design software. Without these applications, graphic design would not be able to do their jobs and get their jobs done. Last but not least, for graphic designers, computers to society is another applied technology component that applies to graphic design. Computers to society helps graphic designers see how computers have had a big impact on the world. It allows designers to see how technology has changed in the world, and it teaches them how to deal with different situations that goes on in the computer. Computer society teaches people the morals and ethics of the internet, which talks about privacy, ethics, and freedom of speech when it comes to the computer. Even though graphic designer's job is to create visuals with meaning, it does not mean that visuals is always appropriate for the world to see, and computing society teaches people that. As a graphic designer, they should be able to create whatever they want, but also be mindful of who is watching and create appropriate visuals for people to attract. So now, let's talk about how applied technology applies to web development. Let's talk about how web development is a career field that allows programmers to make software for the computer according to Web Monster. For example, web development is responsible for websites people see on the internet. They create code for how websites look and respond to their target audience. So when it comes to web development, there are three types of web development jobs: front end, back end, and full stack. As front end, they develop what you see first on the internet. The back end focuses on the security and server performance. And the full stack is the combination of both front end and back end. So as a web developer, developing a website is not an easy task. It takes time and dedication to learn coding and developing an active website for clients. Now, over the years, web development has been evolving with the increasing in numbers of devices that can connect to the internet. The internet remains still the fastest growing technology, not only in terms of usage, but also in terms of content, financial returns, different stockholder drive. The internet has made it easier to deliver specialized service to anyone in any part of the globe, making the world a global market for shopping to entertainment and education to banking. The internet has made it easier to offer these services to the clients. And with the age of internet of things drawing, how we interact with the internet will change rapidly, according to the evolution of web development. Every single day there is something new being created in the web development field. There have been new codes developed, new websites built, and new apps developed. And to be a part of the web development, web developers must be able to keep up with the latest program and coding in order to cater to their clients' needs. As a web developer, they also have to be strong leaders. When it comes to having applied technology leadership as a component of applied technology, web developers also should be a level 5 leader. Level 5 leaders are leaders that can take their companies to the top and make them great. According to the book Good to Great, there are people who builds enduring greatness through a proximity blend of personal humanity and personal will. They have the drive and dedication to their work to better themselves, their team, and their company. Being a good leader can go a long way when it comes to striving for goals and the greatness of a future company. So when it comes to marketing, it also applies to web development careers. Web developers use their skills to help companies market themselves throughout the internet. Developers develop, test, install, and monitor web-based software applications for the companies to have a goal to provide a great brand experience for website users, according to marketing web developers. So when it comes to marketing on the web, clients need web developers to create and develop websites, apps, social media platforms, and many other forms of web-based platforms to market the product and service. By marketing different products and services, it allows web developers to create memorable websites for target audience can be more attractive to their websites. Then when it comes to management can help guide web developers in a way to better their company website. According to the Business Dictionary, management is the organization and coordination of activities of a business in order to achieve defined objectives. So in management, it will allow web developers to figure out what works and what do not work for their websites and their company. By having management as a web developer, it allows them to have the ability to control what is best in interest of their company. Now with web-based tools, web developers use different web-based tools to create websites. According to Scott Clark, for web developers, that means finding ways to handle their normal web development tasks via any computer that has an up-to-date web browser. With having a web-based tool, it allows developers the opportunity to use multiple web applications to get the best results for their website. It allows them to develop, edit, add on, mock up, and maintain the functions of the website, all by working on it in multiple web browsers. When it comes to computer application and business technology, it also plays a role in web development. As a web developer, they have to work with computer applications in their career as well. They have to first learn about different computer applications and learn how to work them. Then they have to apply them to their work. They use computer applications such as WordPress, Mach Plus, Mecha, Weebly, and Adobe Dreamweaver. These applications allow them to create websites from start to finish before it is put out onto the internet. Most of the computer applications allow developers to create from scratch, and some help developers create websites by providing them codes and plugins. Without these applications, web developers would not be able to do their jobs and get their job done. Last but not least, computer to society is another applied technology that applies to web development. Computer to society also helps web developers see how computers have had a big impact on the world. It allows web developers to see what is going on in the technology world and how technology has changed in the society of the world. Computer and society will teach web developers how to deal with different situations that goes on the computer. It teaches developers computer ethics and how to use the internet. It also demonstrates how freedom of speech, privacy, and security all connects to the World Wide Web and how it impacts the world, even when it comes to using a computer and putting it out on the internet. It is up to web developers to determine and control what goes on and off the computer. It can be hard to control, but it's up to developers and their clients to decide what is appropriate for the website and where to draw the line. As a web developer, they should be able to develop different websites, but they should also be mindful of who logs onto their website and create appropriate websites for their target audience to enjoy. So when it comes to choosing jobs in the technical field, graphic design and web development are two different technology careers to choose. This video will allow people to see how the different components of applied technology is used in the two technical fields and how it applies to graphic design and web development. Wherever people are in their lives and in their professional career, however old or experienced they might be, the truth is that they will have to work hard, gain weight, and lose sleep, and they will create their own definition of success along the way. So this concludes my presentation. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please contact me. Thank you.